What's up, you guys? It's your girl D here with your vitamin D4 for real. All right, got a little topic. We're gonna talk about weighted vests because I know I've been going in on y'all, and you're doing your best to research, search, and then repeat search because y'all don't believe me. We're gonna talk about the benefits of it. I'm gonna give you some stats, facts, so you don't think it's just me being a trainer or influencer on some mess. Okay? I'm also gonna put in the chat the link that you can purchase either off of Amazon or um, TikTok because I know TikTok sometimes has coupons. So it is up to you how you want to do that. But I'm gonna put my recommendations in there. All right, let's get into it. So I have been doing weighted vests walk. I think it's been like a month and a half now. And I'm just going to tell you practically how I feel different. My posture feels different and I feel stronger and my runs have gotten faster when I don't have it on. I started putting it on honestly because it was at my gym and I was like, let me check this out. And I see a lot, I'm going to be 100. I see a lot of white people doing it. And when it comes to health and wellness, I'm just going to tell y'all, oh, y'all, can I be honest? Can I be honest? And I need y'all to comment back. When I see white people doing stuff in the health and wellness realm, they know something we don't know. Okay? And let me tell you how I learned that firsthand when I lived in LA. Okay? They know stuff we don't know. They are biohacking. Okay? Biohacking just means they are changing their cells and shit. Okay? They taking care of themselves. They recovering better than us. They get stronger, and we need to pay attention. Okay. So I said, let me get into it. I gotta lose this weight anyway. All right. It has been a tremendous change in what I'm already doing. Right. I was already walking, and so it's so easy. Black people, we have come from a lineage of walkers. You see, our great grandma used to walk, our grandma used to walk, our mom used to walk, and they used to walk at Booker T track if you're in Mobile, Alabama. My grandma used to walk Booker T with that skirt on because she was saved and sanctified. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so we know about walking. A lot of y'all walk a lot. Mob City Pacers, okay, the Plateau Pacers, all of y'all walk, 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 walk. And so now we get to elevate that experience. So I'm gonna tell you why I am on y'all's behinds, women's, about it, especially over the age of 30, 35, older. After 30, what do I keep telling y'all? You're gonna lose a half a percentage to a percentage of muscle mass every year. Every decade, you're losing 3 to 8% of your muscle mass. What does that mean? You are at risk for injury, for breaks and falls when you get older. And by older, I mean 60, I mean 55 when I say older, because our life expectancy is shorter. So that means if our life expectancy is 76, which I think it is now, you went through um, you went through your midlife crisis at 33. Some of y'all are drove past it. Some of y'all just got to 30 and you're rolling up on your midlife crisis, beloved. So that means that you're gonna have a child if you don't start making decisions, smart decisions in your 30s and after. You need to start making smart decisions. None of this fad stuff that's gonna hurt you, whatever. Making smart decisions with what you're already doing, sustainable lifestyle changes is the key, beloved. Okay? And so I want to prevent us from getting hurt. I want our life expectancy to go up. And this is the really big one, y'all. I want us to be autonomous when we get older. A lot of our elders do not have autonomy anymore. That means you're able to exist on your own. You're able to live on your own. You're able to wipe your butt. You're able to get off the floor if you fall. You're able to clean. You're able to take yourself to the store. Autonomy. You can be self-dependent, self-sufficient. And that's my goal for you. But if you don't start making smart decisions now, you're going to be depending on somebody to do something as simple as open the door at your house. Okay? So, let me give you some stats because my good sis Kenyatta said, D, what size of the dang on best thing to be? I said, 10% of your body fat, body weight. She went on the internet and Googled it. Go check, fact check it. She said, there ain't no way I'm put this 25-pound vest on. Put it on. She lost 40 pounds already. And when she put this on, she's going to be like, dang, she's going to be able to give herself more credit for how far she's come. And I want y'all to check. Check me. Every time you check, go check. If you think it's whack, check. Okay? So let's get into some facts why I want you to wear a weighted vest. And like I put on my status, if you don't want to get a weighted vest that's 10% of your body weight, lose some weight then. Okay? That's how you get a lighter vest. I don't want to put that on. You want everything in life to be easy. You just want everything to be easy. You want no problem. You want it to be easy. That's why we're here. Okay? To be quite frank and honest and direct. A lot of our elders had it easier. They didn't move around. They didn't exercise like that. They take care of themselves. And so we want to do better than that because when we know better, we do better. So a great way to fact check, and I'll give you guys this, is a way that I do it is I look up articles and research on the National Library of Medicine. Okay? When I say I study, this is all I do. I don't have a TV in my house or nothing like that. And so this is weighted vest intervention during whole body circuit training. It improves serum resistance, insulin resistance, cardiometabolic risk factors in normal weight obese women. This is what I want you to hear. This is the part that we need to hear as Black people. Having a weighted vest on, okay, during circuit training, you're walking and things like that helps with insulin resistance. Everybody write insulin resistance in here. Most Black women are insulin resistant. Why? Because we eat a high sugar, high carb diet. Part 1. Next, we don't lift no weights. Part 2. Part 3, we stay stressed out. Sugar's just hanging out in the blood. That's why a lot of us are shocked when the doctor says you're pre-diabetic, you're diabetic. You need to make some lifestyle changes. I'm here to tell you, what does lifestyle change mean? It means to exercise. It means to do some resistance training. It means to change your diet. It means to have a protein-focused diet, guys. And I would say one of the easiest ways to incorporate resistance training is putting on a weighted vest. Put on a weighted vest while you're walking. Put on a weighted vest while you're doing squats. Put on a weighted vest while you are doing some arm workouts or whatever. Put a weighted vest on while you're doing push-up. Put a weighted vest on. It makes a world of difference. Okay, so we already know that resistance training helps with insulin resistance, is directly linked to pre-diabetes. Getting rid of that, getting rid of the diabetes. We get to eliminate these health disparities that are hurting us. Okay, so I'm going to read this for you. This is me nerding out, whatever. Just listen. Obesity is a well-known cause of cardiovascular disease. Y'all, listen to me, because don't nobody want to get their feelings hurt. They don't want to talk about being obese. They don't want to talk about being overweight. They don't want to talk about everything. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Y'all, on the BMI scale, I'm obese, and I need to get it together. And that's why I'm working towards this. So I'm not absolved of the truth of it all, okay? Obesity is a well-known cause of cardiovascular disease and metabolic disorders. A lot of us have that. Normal weight obesity, which is like the average person, normal weight obesity, where the body mass index is within normal range, but the body fat percentage is high, also adversely impacts cardiovascular and metabolic health. This study explores the effects of whole body circuit training using a weighted vest on serum resistance, insulin resistance, and cardiovascular disease risk factors in normal weight obese women. Okay? What we can take from this is that it's also beneficial to obese women, also beneficial to people who are normal. Okay? Major, major keys. You can read more of this, and if you want the article, I'm happy to put the article down just for fact checking. Okay? So that's number one I wanted to read to you. Very, very important. Next, this one is huge. Weighted vest exercise improves indices of fall risk in older women. This is huge because, and I learned this from my firefighter friends, the number one call from firefighters all across the world, okay, let's say North America, is fall assist. Okay, they gotta help somebody get up off the ground. That's most of them call. Most of the calls that you see the firefighters go to, somebody has fallen and they can't get up. Y'all remember that when we was little on Life Alert? All right. Weighted vest exercise improves indices of fall risk in older women. Bone mass and fall propensity are two major risk factors for hip fracture. If you've lived enough, you've seen enough of our elders in the hospital, they've fallen, they broke their hip, they died from pneumonia because they never could recover from that fall. Or they fell, they came back from it, went home, fell again because they know for doggone well they shouldn't have been doing it themselves. They shouldn't have been walking around, but they feel autonomous. They feel like they still can rely on themselves, but they can't. Okay? Our intent was to determine if weight-bearing exercises with added resistance from weight vests would improve dynamic balance, major key. If you're watching this right now, if I tell you to stand on your right foot, you probably couldn't stand on your right foot for 30 seconds. That's a fall risk. Let's get into it. Okay? Added resistance from weighted vests would improve dynamic balance, muscle strength, and power, and bone mass in postmenopausal women, thereby reducing risk for falls and hip fracture. Okay? The test was made amongst 44 non-smoking community dwelling Caucasian women. Okay, if it works for the Caucasians, it's gonna work for the blacks. Okay, aged 50 to 75 years. Okay, they participated in the study, and they were at least 5 years past menopause. Okay, the conclusion. Lower body exercise using a weighted vest for resistance provides an effective means of improving key indices of falls in postmenopausal women. This is the gag, Saints. We're not going to wait till we're postmenopausal to then begin to take preventative measures to have a better quality of life. We're not going to do that. Not on my watch. Another article. I hope y'all are getting something out of this, because when I ran and rave, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, the Lord put it on my heart. When I saw that vest, He was like, "Put the dang on vest on." Okay, for what? Okay, you're gonna go walk. The Lord put it on my heart. Lo and behold, Peloton just came out with a whole program with weighted vests. What I said, when the whites have something to say, or I call it Big Brother, when the big brands have done enough research to implement it, you know it's something that you should probably look into, beloved. Here's another one. Long-term exercise using weighted vests prevents hip bone loss in postmenopausal women. Are we into it? Because y'all ain't talking enough for me. Major key. Bone mineral density is a primary risk factor for hip fracture. We studied the effect of long-term weighted vests plus jumping exercise on hip bone mineral density in postmenopausal women as a strategy to reduce hip fracture risk. Okay? What was the conclusion? Okay? Let's get into it. A 5-year program of weighted vests plus jumping exercise maintains hip BMD by preventing significant bone loss in older postmenopausal women. Furthermore, this particular program appears to promote long term adherence and compliance. Because this is what y'all, listen, black women, we don't like to adhere or comply. Okay? We don't like long term adherence and compliance. We feel like somebody telling us what to do. But I'm here as a black person telling you what to do. Okay? As evidenced by the commitment of exercises for more than 5 years. The significance of this timeline is that you can't just choose to do something for a little bit of time. I'm just gonna do it 30 days. I'm just gonna do it till my birthday. I'm just gonna do it for two months. I'm just gonna do it for 90 days. No, when it comes to this type of thing, it's long term. There's not an end to it because we don't know when the end of our lives come. So we keep going until we keep going. And as a trainer, this year will make 22 years of me training black women. Okay? A lot of y'all have been with me for a decade. A lot of you have followed me on social media for 2 decades, since I was 17, 18 years old. And I'm always going to be an advocate for black women taking care of themselves. And the way that we're going to do this in this season, beloved, is we're going to put on the freaking weighted vest. 10% to 13% of your body weight. D, that's heavy. Okay. The responsibility that you carry as a black woman in the society is heavy. Carrying 2 babies in a carrier is heavy. Some of y'all got twins. Them children is heavy. Okay. Your kid asking you $1,500 for a senior portrait is heavy. Taking care of your husband because he's sick is heavy. Going to a job you don't like is heavy. Being 50 pounds overweight is heavy. I want to hear it. Black women, you are strong. And I do believe, because we have so much emotional baggage and because so much is required out of us in the world, we don't want to do anything extra to put on our back. But 2 things. You either can make your decision out of inspiration or desperation. That's what Jim Rohn said. And I want to call you to the carpet here. The responsibilities that we have that are put on us from the world, maybe it's even from our own decisions, okay? Maybe you didn't choose it. You didn't choose the outcome. But something as simple as putting on a weighted vest, you get to choose. Guess what? Choose. Put it on, half a mile, you're increasing your bone density. Your posture is going to be better. Some of y'all are walking down with your head is down. You walking, your chin is down. Your shoulders are not back. Let me tell you what this weighted vest is going to do. Hey, Giselle, the weighted vest is going to make you improve your posture. Okay? Because that weight is going to be right here. When you put it on, you're going to be like, wow, this is heavy. But guess what? The difference between the burden that you're putting on yourself and the one that other people put on you is that it's your choice. And that you don't have to carry it all the time. And that when it's over, you can take it off. And there's a benefit from it because you choose it. It's going to help with your posture. When you're walking into those rooms that you feel like you're not adequate of being in, when you're walking into those rooms that you feel like, I worked to get here, you can walk in with your shoulders back. Your posture is literally better because you chose to put a vest on when you walked for 15 minutes, for 30 minutes. The benefits of it to increase your lower body mass, to increase your bone density. That's something that doctors always talk about is your bone density, Just the small tweaks that we can make, okay? You already walk 5 miles with a weighted vest on, right? And let me put this together, y'all. You do this, start off 2-3 days a week. Work up to 5 days a week or however long you want to do it. You work up to that, and it's going to become easier. That's a word. You started off, it was hard. You want to take it off. But you are retraining your brain literally to do what you don't want to do. You are retraining your brain, okay, to do what you said you was going to do. You're retraining your brain to do hard things. There's a book that's called it's basically like Eat the Frog. It's like do the hard thing first at the beginning of the day. And black women, I know you tired. I know. I got to do one more thing. Yes. Yes, you got to do this one more thing so that in 10, 20, 30 years, you can do all the things you want to do. And so I just wanted to come on here and explain to you just the benefits of that, the metabolic health. I'm excited to hear your A1C levels go down, ladies. Okay? I'm excited to hear your cholesterol levels go down. I'm excited to hear your bone density numbers going up. Okay? I'm excited to see the people who have cardiovascular disease running in their family. I'm happy to hear that you don't have it anymore, that you broke that cycle. I'm excited to hear that just because you made one decision. And y'all, I'm going to continue to work on things that you can just incorporate in your everyday life, what you're already doing. I'm not asking you to do anything else. Okay? If you're a person, you're like, I'm not really into weightlifting and stuff right now, great. Grab a vest, do your walks, do a few squats with your, do 12 squats, 3 sets of 12 squats with your vest on. And these articles that I just read to you, right, are indicators that you are moving your health forward. Postmenopausal women, menopausal women. Y'all be talking about, you talking about your hormone. I just can't do nothing, my hormones. Listen, start now so that when you go into menopause, you have done something about the bone density. The bone density is a really big thing. Let me also talk to the women who have breastfed. When you breastfed, the baby gonna get whatever they want up at you, right? And so a lot of you guys experience bone loss, bone density when you had that baby because you breastfed, right? When you was pregnant, the baby needed something, they got that calcium up at you. They got it up at you, okay? And so after you got done breastfeeding, you still had those issues if you never addressed it. Okay, so now we get to do something about it. So if you want to look that up, just check out the National Library of Medicine. This is not D. Thomas spreading false news. This is not nothing about me wanting you to buy something. This is not nothing. This is because I'm genuinely concerned. Okay, I turned 39 in a month and a half, and if I'm working on my health as a trainer, if I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a part of my regimen until the Lord call me home, and I know that it's gonna move forward my autonomy. I wanna be able to take care of myself by myself as long as I can, and I don't want to have to lean on somebody else because of something like bone density. Okay, if it's gonna be something, it's gonna be something. I don't want it to be something like all I had to do was put on a freaking vest when I was 40 years old, when I was 50, when I was 55. We can start now. Okay. All right, so I love you guys. Share this video with your friends. If you need the link of the vest, I put it in the pinned comments, but I'll drop it again. And I hope that helped you guys out. I'll also put this video on YouTube so it'll live there because this will delete in 30 days, okay? I love you guys. That's your vitamin D for free, and be blessed. Bye.